with Buzz, guitar player from Unearth. How has the tour been treating you guys so far?
It's awesome, man. We're having a great time. The crowd's been great. All the other bands on the tour we're good friends with. And it's just been overall a great experience. What a great way to spend your summer.
Now, Darkness in the Light came out the beginning of July. How many new songs do you play?
We usually play 2 every day in the set. We only have a half an hour, so we try to play all the bangers or hits, if you will, and then throw a couple of new ones in there, let people see what those look and sound like live.
Now, for your last album, you guys literally toured your asses off. Is that a reason why it took over 3 years for a new piece to come out?
Yeah, we literally have no more sphincters and anuses. No, we get out there, you do the work, you put the work in, and you go and play anywhere there's electricity, and anywhere that people want to see you, we go to it. And we toured for a while, and then took a little bit of time off to write, and that's usually how it goes. We got to be at home to write effectively. Trying to write on tours doesn't really work out too well for us, but once we're home and get into it, then we're really moving.
Now, Trevor's vocals on this album are actually really, really good. Do you know if he does some vocal exercises, or does he oil his vocal cords with enough Jaeger each night?
Yeah, he pretty much oils his vocal cords with whiskey. I mean, it really does. It relaxes you to a point where you can really scream effectively. I don't want to promote underage drinking, but it helps out in his case. He does that. And his vocals did come out great on this record. He did a good job.
Now, the guitars are... that new album is, woo God, hello, is a lot heavier on guitars and the solos too. Is that a concept that you guys going to continue from now on out?
Yeah, I mean, we've always been kind of a guitar-based band. It's always been like, what kind of goofy guitar things we can do, like just guitar stunts. It's basically, what we started this band on. All right, let's do some wacky guitar stuff and then throw a heavy part over it and see where it takes us.
When you guys started writing the album, you did the drums on a computer. Did it take Justin a while to put them down live, and did he put his own spin on it?
Yeah, it didn't take him long at all. We basically gave him the drum tracks once all the arrangements were done, and he told him, just go ahead, put your stink on this, make it happen, make it sound like a real drummer's playing. I mean, guitar players writing drum parts don't always write the best drum parts. So when he got a hold of it, it really came alive as soon as I first heard what he did with it, and we were all very excited with it.
Now, is he a session, or will he be a permanent member?
We'd all love him to be permanent, but he's got another band that does pretty well, Kiss Will Engage. So he's going to go back to them sometime in November when they start up again. But we're happy to have him, and we feel lucky to have him on the tour. It's great.
You guys have a pretty stable lineup since the beginning, well, except obviously your bass player, and also the drummer seems to be rotating. Is it because your drum parts are just so sick?
Maybe, but I don't think so. I mean, our last drummer, Derek, great guy, great drummer, just not musically the right fit for us. So, I mean, we had to do what we had to do there. But, yeah, drummers, hopefully the guy we locked down now is going to be in for good.
Your new album also charted really, really good, and especially in Germany. Do you think it is easier to attract new fans overseas than at home?
I don't know. I guess people have a different view of us in different territories. Maybe people in the States view us a certain way, and the people overseas, see us in a different light. So I'm glad it's going well over there.
You're also going to go to Europe for a headlining tour, Hell on Earth. Talk more about that real quick.
That's with Evergreen Terrace and Bane and Casey Jones. It's going to be a fun time.
Is Justin going to drum?
Yes, he'll be drumming. He'll be playing with us for that tour as well. We haven't headlined in Europe in a very, very long time, so it's going to be interesting to go and test the waters and see how people react to us.
Odds and ends question. You guys are sharing the bus with Red Fang, and I mean, they are funny as shit to begin with. Any stories you would like to share that you can say on air?
Nothing yet. I mean, those guys, it's a perfect match for us because we just older guys like to sit around and drink beer and tell stories about the good old days, and that's pretty much what we do. When we hang out with those guys. They're great guys, great band.
On all of the other prior Rockstar Mayhem festivals, every night a band had a theme night after party, and actually I saw tonight it's your guys' turn. What are you guys doing?
It's Edward 40 hands. Basically, you get a 40 ounce of malt liquor, you put it in each hand, and it gets duct taped to your hand, and you can't do anything else until you finish both of them. So you can't get untaped until you finish both.
Now you're from Massachusetts, and a lot of great hardcore bands are for mass. Is there some bands that we should take an eye out? Not take an eye out, have a look out.
Yeah, well, obviously there's like, Acacia Strain is a really heavy Massachusetts band.
We just interviewed Revocation.
Oh yeah, I've been hearing a lot about that band,
Nice.
and I'm interested in to see what they do. They're I checked out a YouTube thing from them. I didn't know they were from Massachusetts. That's cool.
Yes.
Great.
Now, you guys are pretty much the forerunner of melodic metalcore. How do you see the scene going these days?
I don't know. There's not a lot of bands doing it. The bands who've done well at it are still around, and the bands who kind of just jumped on the bandwagon and have fallen off. And the bands, who still like, really sticking to that style, like us, As Lay Dying, August Burns Red, those bands will continue to do well just because they do well at what they do, and people see that.
So what's next for you guys after the Europe tour? Are you guys going to do a proper headlining tour in the States? Any plans?
We're going to do Australia Soundwave Revolution tour. That's like with a bunch of bands, Times of Grace, Every Time I Die, Whitechapel, Acacia Strain, Hatebreed, Van Halen is playing. That's pretty sick.
Nice.
And then after that, I think we're doing like China and Taiwan, Japan, and sometime in November, I think we're eyeing to do a proper U.S. headliner.
Cool. All right. Well, thanks a lot, man. Good luck with the rest of the tour.
Thank you.